fine. Very helpful. I just started from the scratch. Thank you so much. Okay. And good teaching. Thank you, Kirtishri. Thank you so much. Yeah, fine. So just if you like our sessions, please go to Brainovision site, and there in the review page, please you can give review about our session. Okay. Thank you so much, Kritik. Yeah, please, it's my request. Like, if at all you like our session, then please go to review page and Brainovision site, and please go to review, and you can post your message over there. Okay, how was the session, and how was it? Okay, you can give a feedback for me personally. Okay, thank you so much. Let me continue with the next topic. Thank you. Next topic, that is switch statement. Okay, you all are able to see my screen, right? Switch statement. Okay. Yeah, thank you so much. Okay. Yeah, we'll move to the topic now. Okay, so switch statement. What is switch statement? So switch, definitely you will be using switch, right? I mean at home, maybe it is for the fan or some other electronic items, right? So actually, particularly there will be a connection, right now. So here also the same concept we can apply here. Okay, with the example, I hope you can understand better. So switch statement, why we use? First, try to understand it. Okay. Yeah, it's visible, right? Yes. Okay. So here, switch statement is used when there is a requirement to check multiple condition. Okay. Just see the difference. Yesterday we, I mean, day before yesterday I taught about regarding that if else, right? Nested if condition, nested if statements. So what was a disadvantage there? Obviously we cannot say that it is a disadvantage, but is this one concept here. But when you compare this concept with the if else concept, I think this would be better. What how it is better, you will understand by the program now. Okay, so in the last program, so I'll show you that program once. So in this program, if you see here, I was checking for the number, right? I will take one number and I will be checking whether it is equal to 1, whether it is equal to 2 or 3, 4, like that it goes. If that respective number comes, then you are printing the particular day, right? It may be a Sunday, it may be Monday. Okay, if it is 1 Sunday, if it is 2 Monday, if it is 3 Tuesday, like that. So here, one thing you have to understand, for example, I just want to print Saturday. Okay, maybe you want to print Saturday, but all the statements are to be checked. Am I right? Even though you want to print Saturday, but the thing here is you have to check for Sunday. First, next you have to check for this condition. Next, you will be going for this condition. In the same way, it will be moving on, right? When the last condition or when the particular condition satisfied, then you will be printing like it is, yes, it is Saturday, right? So actually what happened here, we are wasting time to check unnecessary conditions here, right? Correct? Yes or no? You can reply here in the chat box. We are simply wasting time to check unnecessary conditions here, right? No, but that is what, to overcome from that problem, we can use the switch statement. What is switch statement? Try to understand. Nothing but same like that program also, you can take example. Okay, you can apply this concept to that program also. So here what I have done, what we are going to do is we are taking one number. Okay, we are taking some number, and that number, when you're switching to that value, okay, you are just switching to that value. When you switch to that value, that particular case will be executed. Okay, don't worry if you're not understanding, let me explain. Okay, so this is what syntax here, that is switch of expression. Okay, switch of expression, and within this open and close parenthesis, you will be entering some case label. Okay, case label means what? Case is a keyword. We have learned what is keyword. Keyword is nothing but it is a reserved word. So here case we can consider it as a keyword, and case 1. So what we have done here is we have taken the value, I mean label, as 1. So case 1, what you will be entering? You will be entering some statement in it. Okay, statement means what you want to print, that will be entered here. So after executing, after entering the statement, you will be having break. So what is the meaning of break? Okay, let me ask you one question. Why you apply break to your two-wheeler or four-wheeler? Why you apply break? Stop, right? To stop. Just simple, to stop, isn't it? So here also the same thing. After printing, you just want to stop it. You just don't want to continue with that. Okay, very good. I'm getting replies to stop, right? So here also break is applied to stop the action. Okay, I can consider that whatever you want to print, after printing, just stop it. You don't go to any other statement. If output is done, if output you are getting, then stop execution. Don't go for any other statement. Okay, for that reason, we will apply this break statement over here. Okay, please mute. Make sure that you are muted your, yeah. So here, case 1, C statement break. Case 2, C statements break. So we are applying many cases. You can apply any number of case over here. Okay. So case 1, case 2, case 3, and default. So why we need default? We have seen in the else if condition. At the end, we will enter like else. If all the statements are false, then just directly go to else part and you will be printing error message. Right now, in the same way, what we want to print in the error message, that you can apply in the default statement. What statement you want to keep as a default, that you can keep over here. Let me take one example. Okay, that is example program to print case values. Okay, so I will execute this program. I'll show you. So here I have taken one example. Okay, let me go for that. Mino, can you see the screen? I'm in Turbo C++ compiler. Is it visible? I'm in this program now. Yes. Okay. Yeah, same program I have over here. So what I'm going to do is just what some value I will take here. Okay, int I is equal to 3. See, listen here, students. I have not taken any printf and scanf statement. You can take like that also, but I have just assigned or initialized the value of I, variable I, with the value 3. Okay. So int I is equal to 3. Just I have taken, I have not taken, I'm not going to take, it's not clearly visible. Can you zoom your screen? Is it possible? Like,
yes,
possible, right? Okay. Thank
yeah,
you so much. Because if I, I can, yeah. But actually, the problem is I can, now is it clearly visible? I'm not getting your messages now.
yes,
Show that.
yes.
Okay, fine. Thank you. Let me keep for a few minutes like this. Now I have I is equal to 3 here, right? I is equal to 3. Switch off I. So what you have done, switch off I means you are switching to that I value. I value is what? It is 3, right? So it will be like just switch 3. So what is switch 3? Switch 3 means whatever the value you have given inside this bracket, okay, or parentheses, okay, so that value you are matching with these cases. Okay, if a switch off 1 means this statement will be executed, if switch off 2 means this statement will be executed, if switch off 3 means this value will be executed. Like that it goes. Got it? Like that it goes. So here, what is I value? I value is 3 now. So what happens, your compiler won't bothering about all these statements. Directly it goes to case 3, and whatever the printf statement, whatever you have given, just will be executing this statement. Actually, in this part, it will execute the value as 3. So let me execute the statement. I'm compiling no error. So when I run this program, it is giving me the output as 3. That means what? It won't go for this case 1, case 2. It will just ignore it. Or case 4 also, it will not check. Okay. When the case is satisfied this switch value, just directly it will execute whatever the statement you have entered in it. Okay. So let me change the value of I here. I'll make it as 4 now. So when I compile and when I execute this program, it is displaying just the printf statement what I have entered, 4 I have entered, that will be executed. Okay, like that. Suppose now I value, I will make it as 6. Okay,
Ma'am,
I
we can't
value.
see the output, ma'am.
Okay, that's why now now are you able to see the screen?
Yeah, ma'am.
Yeah, because that is a problem. I did not keep that. Actually, when you're working with the laptop, everything will be visible from your end. But when I am sharing no screen, so that problem may be there. Okay. So, but still, I have taken I value as 6 now, correct? So, whether do we have that 6 value 6 in our case? No, isn't it? We don't have that case value as a 6. So what happens here? So it will check with the case 1. No, not matching. 2, not matching. 3. Just it will check with this. Okay, there is no condition, anything like that. When the switch of the 6 comes, no matches. So what happens? It directly goes to the default statement and will be printed with the error message. So let us check whether it is printing or not. So when I execute, you can see the output now. It is printing error, right? It is giving output as error. Can you see the output? Can you see the
Yes,
message
ma'am.
error here? Right.
Yes, yes.
Okay, this is what the program. This is what the program. Okay, it's clear, right? Switch statement. So this concept you can apply for the previous program what was that? Printing respective days. Okay, so that you can apply. More programs I cannot explain as I said. Okay, so please compare this concept with that program and definitely you are able to understand this switch cases very easily. Okay, now we'll move on to the next topic, that is looping control structure. Very important. Try to understand each and every concept of this. Okay, looping control structure. So what is looping? Looping means nothing but repetition. Okay, if you want to repeat, so for example I'll ask you to print. Now you know to print your name in the compiler, right? By using the printf statement you will print. But what if I ask, my question now to you people, what if I ask print your name 10 times? I'm asking this question to those who are new to this C program. How do you print your name 10 times? Those who know like a little bit of basics, please don't answer. How do you print? I hope you are understanding the concept. If I ask you to print your name 10 times in the compiler, how do you print? You can printf statement 10 times, okay, with the help of for loop. Yeah, fine. That's what I said. Yeah, Shreya. Good. I think you know somewhat basic. Okay. So those who don't know the basic of this, they may be printing their names 10 times using printf statement. Will you agree? Will you agree? Those who don't know, like if you don't know the concept of looping, okay, definitely you will be going for that concept itself, isn't it? Either you may be printing like slash n by using slash n or slash t, or maybe you will be using printf statement 10 times in the compiler, right? No, but as a programmer, our program should be it should be very short, like it should not take much time to execution for execution, right? Yeah, can print from all this. Correct, we can print by using all this now, right? No, that is a solution. Now what is a loop? A loop is a sequence of instruction that is executed repeatedly. Okay, you are going to repeat the specific statements again and again, certain number of time. That condition, up to the condition. See here, try to understand. A loop is a sequence of instruction that is executed repeatedly, specific number of time, or until some condition is satisfied. So here, one thing you have to understand, you must enter one condition. Until that condition is satisfied, you will be executing the statement again and again. Okay, I will explain with the example. So C provides three types of looping construct. In this itself, we have three types. What are those? We have to complete all this today itself. So try to understand for loop, while loop, and do while loop. Okay, what are those? For loop, while loop, and do while loop. Okay, so here let us go for the first one, for loop. Okay, so very important topic. We can say that for loop. So for loop is used to repeat a particular task finite number of times. Okay, finite number of time means what you should know as a programmer. You should know how many times you want to print. If it is 10 times, to execute 10 times, you have to write a condition. Okay. Next, it performs number of iterations. Okay, it performs number of iterations which are specified in a counter variable. Okay, it performs number of iterations which are specified in a counter variable. Like we will be using one counter variable. Based on it, you will be repeating or you are applying the logic how to repeat, which in terms keep a track of the number of iterations. Let me explain the syntax first. So syntax is for. For is a keyword here. Within the bracket, what you are entering? Initialization. What do you mean by initialization? If I write like a is equal to 10, let me explain with an example. What is initialization? Initialization means nothing but, suppose I can give like int a is equal to 10 or int a is equal to 1. I mean, I is equal to 1. So this is what? Initialization. In the same way, conditional expression. What is condition now? What is condition? Let me consider one condition here. What is condition? Suppose if I write like I less than 10. So what is I value? I value is equal to 1, right? So now when I write the condition, I less than 10 means you're checking for 1 lesser than 10. Is it condition is true or false? Can you reply? Condition is true or false. If the I value is equal to 1, it's true, right? No, it is true, isn't it? Next, I'll be using one more increment or decrement operator. We have already seen I plus plus, right? I plus plus. I plus plus or plus plus I or I minus 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 I. All this comes under this operator. So why we use is to increment the value. Okay. See, incrementing why it is needed. You can observe here. I just want to print my name 10 times so that I have to give this condition. I have to give this condition means I have to start from number 1 to 10, right? Number 1 I'm starting to 10 means it's not enough if you just apply this I is equal to 1 and if you apply the condition. But next you have to increment the value. Why you have to increment here? Because I value initially it was 1 and next time it should go to 2, next to 3, next to 4, up to 10 it should it go on changing the value, right? So for that reason, we have to enter this I plus plus operator. Okay. So I'll explain with the program now. Okay. So here there is a program. Please try to understand. Okay. Yeah. So program to print the numbers from 1 to 10. Actually, this program is to print the numbers from 1 to 10. So I will explain first here, and along with that, I'll go to the program later. If I directly show you the program, then you may not understand. Okay. So now, okay, I can get some coding here. Yeah, somewhat right. I'm very happy. Okay. Yeah, I is equal to 0, I is equal to 10. Somewhat you have tried good. Okay. So now here, this program is to print numbers from 1 to 10. I just want to print 1 to 10. How we can print with this code? See what I have done. Try to understand. Printf, enter the value for n. So you will be taking some n value. Okay, let me show you. N is equal to 10. I will enter. So that means what? 10 means up to 10 you want to print. If n value is 100 means up to 100 you want to print. Like that it goes. Okay, but I cannot explain up to 100. Now for timing, I will take only up to 5. Is that fine? Okay, because long values I cannot take since the time is not sufficient. Same thing you are applying for 10. Same thing we can apply for 100 like that. Try to understand this topic. Now n value is equal to 5. That means I'm trying to print 1 to 5 now. Okay. So what? Next statement is, okay, let me write the same statement for I is equal to 1. And here the statement is given like I lesser than equal to n. What is n value? Yeah, I value is 1, right? No, so I will write like that only. I less than or equal to n and I plus plus is entered. Correct. So this is a statement. Now for this, I will be writing respected value here. Okay, that is I is equal to 1 and I value I less than equal to n. That means 1 less than equal to n 5. Whether this condition is true, true or false. This condition is true, right? Here, this condition is true. Okay, this condition is true. So that what we do here, if this condition is true, just you will be printing this statement. This I plus plus will be incremented. Okay, I value will be incremented to what? I value will be incremented to 2. Okay, but when this 2 will be applicable for this I is when you reach once again to the for loop. Try to understand this. Okay, so I value, yes, you are incrementing, but that incremented value will be applicable once again when you reach this for loop. Okay, so that when this condition becomes true, you will be executing the next statement. What you will be executing in the next statement? Let me write the output here. So printf percentage d comma I. So the previous value of I will be printed. What is the previous value of I? I value is 1. Okay, 1 is already printed when this statement in process. Now let me go for next time. So as I said, when you reach for loop again, now I value will be changed to 2. Now I value is 2 lesser than equal to 5. Okay, directly I'm writing here. Okay, I'm not continuing. I'll continue here. Now, for I is equal to 2 less than equal to 5. Condition is true. So that I value will be incremented to 3 for the next loop. And since the condition is true, you will be printing I value as 2. This value will be printing. This value will be applicable once again when you reach to the for loop. Now again, so for I is equal to 3 less than or equal to 5. So 4, that means incremented value. And you are going to print the value of I, that is 3. And next once again, for I is equal to 4. Okay, 4 less than equal to 5. Yes, condition is true. You will be incrementing to 5 for the next time. And you'll be printing the I value as 4. And again, check out here. For I is equal to 5 and 5 less than or equal to. It is not lesser than, but is equal to symbol is there, right? So the condition is true over here. So that I value will be incremented to 6 and you will be printing 5. Now next, what happens? Again, you will be executing for I is equal to 6. Now value is changed to 6, but when you check for the condition 6 less than or equal to 5, this condition becomes false. Right now, this condition is false here. So that this is what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 will be the output of this. And when the condition become false, so here we will come now. So when this condition, okay, 1 second. So when you are executing this statement, when the condition is true, you will be executing this printf statement, right? No. When the condition becomes false, exactly you won't go for the statement. Instead, you will go to the next statement. What is next statement? That is get ch. Why we use get ch? To get the output onto the console screen, right? No. So let me go for this program now. Okay. Now I hope you are able to see this screen. Correct? Okay. So now I have same program here. Let me execute this. Compile and run the program. When I run the program, it is asking me to enter the value for n. Okay. When I enter 5, you can observe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it is printing. Now in the same way, if you change the value of I, see up to 10 it is printing. Now let me take 100. You can observe up to 100 it is printing. I am not changing any logic of the program, just I'm changing the value of it. Can you see the output? Yes. When I enter n value as a 200, it is printing 200. Up to 200 it will print. Okay. Same logic will be applied. Same logic will be applied. I hope it is clear to you all. Okay. Okay, fine. Now let us move on to the next topic. This is what all about for loop. See, students, many programs are there by using for loop, but since the time is not sufficient, so I can explain only one program. Okay, this concept is clear, right? See, actually, if you know the syntax properly, you can apply this to any program. Okay, is it clear? Okay, fine. Yeah. So 1 minute. So I have applied one logic here. Just one more program I will show you. So the same thing. Okay. So the same like a concept, but I have applied one condition here. So here, based on this condition, it will be executing. What is that? See, when the condition becomes true, it goes to if statement. When there is a if statement, even it will check for this. Only if this condition is true, then printf I value will be printed. So what I'm trying to print here is I'm taking number up to 100. Okay, right, Vishal. It is to print up to, I mean, only even number I'm trying to print. So that I have applied the logic like I value will be 1. 1 modulus 2 is equal to 0. Whether it is 0, when you try to divide 1 by 2, whether the remainder is 0. No, isn't it? No. So for that reason, it won't execute this. Again, it goes to for loop. Now I value will be 2. 2 by 2, remainder will be 0. So that it will print the value 2. Next, again 3. 3 modulus 2. That is remainder will be 1 here. So which is not equal to 0. So it won't execute this. Again, will be executing this. I value will be 4. 4 modulus 2 will be 0. So again 4 will be printed. So that like this, it will take up to 100. You can you can observe if I enter 100 as a value, only even numbers are printing, correct? Only even numbers are printed. In the same way, if you want to print all odd numbers, you can just apply 1 here. And if you try to execute this to 100, you can see 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, like this. You can execute. So many programs are there. You can execute only if you know the syntax of it. I hope it is clear. Now let me go through the next statement, that is while loop. Okay, so that is while loop. So what is while loop? See here, students, like once if you understand with the for loop very clearly, this while loop and all very easy. Okay, so while loop repeats a statement, same like for loop, only it will work. Okay, but only the statement or syntax are different. So what is that? While loop repeats a statement or group of statements while specified condition remains true. So here also, until that condition is true, you are going on executing the statements here. Okay, it tests the condition before executing the loop body. Okay, it tests the condition before executing the loop body. So here, try to understand along with the program I'm explaining, the same program I'm printing over, I have taken up here. Before that, we'll go to the syntax. What is syntax? While. While is what? It's a keyword. And within the bracket, you will be entering test expression. Test expression means what? You are entering one relational, like relational expression. Okay? You will be entering relational expression. What is relational expression? Can you tell me? What is relational expression? Can you tell me? Like using relational operator. What is relational operator? Less than or equal to, not plus into percentage and all. Okay, because that is what, that is arithmetic operator. So yeah, yes, very good. So less than or equal to, greater than or equal to, all these operators we consider it as relational operator. Okay, or relational expression. So here we are specifying relational expression. We have to check whether this condition is true. So here you can observe I less than or equal to n. We are checking by using the relational expression, relational operator, right? So that if it is matches, then what you do? You will be executing this block of statement. Very easy. Try to understand. When this condition is true, you have to execute this block of statement. When this condition is false, okay, when this condition is false, you will come out from this loop. When this condition is true, you have to execute this block of statement. Okay, let us go for the program. I is equal to 1. Try to understand. I is equal to 1, comma n. Two variables I have taken. N for taking the value up to what you want to print. I want to store one value in one variable, right? I have taken n. So that n and I have initialized to the variable I. Okay, I is equal to 1. So previous example also, see in the for loop. If you observe for loop, I is equal to 1, I have entered here. Later in this part, we are checking. The same concept is applied here, but I have initialized I value in this case. Okay. So here, I is equal to 1. So that when I will be entering, I will be taking n value. Okay, I will be taking n value here. So while I less than or equal to n, what is n? N value let me take as 10 for time being. Okay, n value I will take it as a 10. So when n is equal to 10, okay, now we are checking like, okay, now we are checking like, while I value is what? 1 less than or equal to 10. Whether the condition is true? Yes. When the condition is true, you will be executing this block of statement. This block of statement. What is there in the block of statement? Nothing but printf statement. You are printing what? Just I value you are printing. What is I value now? I value is 1 now, right? No? Output, in the output part, 1 will be printed. And I plus plus. Since I plus plus is given, so I value will be incremented to 2 now. Initial value of I was 1. Now here I incremented to 2, so that I value will be 2 now. Okay. So next what happens? After incrementing this, again the value comes here. By taking this I value, you will come here while loop. Because condition is not false here, right? As I said, when the condition is true, you will be executing this. Okay. When the condition becomes false, only then you will come to this. Okay. Now, I value is 2. So again, you will be going to this while 2 less than equal to 10 condition is true. Again, you will be printing I value as output will be 2 again. I plus plus means I value becomes 3 now. With that 3, again, you will be checking for the while loop. I is equal to 3, 3 less than or equal to 10 condition is true. Like that, again and again, you will be executing the statement. When you execute, keep on executing, output will be printed like 1, 2, 3, 4. I value or go on printing. So at the end, what happens when the I value becomes 10? Let us consider I value as 10 now. 10 less than or equal to 10. Whether the condition is true? Whether this condition is true? Yes, the condition is true here. When this condition is true, again you will be printing I as the 10. So 1 to 10 already printed. Now, when the condition is true, you are in the block, right? Again, you will be incrementing. I value to 11. So when I value becomes 11, you will be moving to the while loop. Now, 11 less than or equal to 10. Whether the condition is true here? Whether this condition is true? No, it is false. When the I value becomes 11, this condition becomes false. When this condition becomes false, you will be moving out from that block. You will be moving out from this block. Out from this block means what you have? Here you have get ch. Very good. That is next statement, get ch. Okay. So get ch means what? All the output, whatever you are printed over here, that will be generated in the console screen. Okay. So it will be printed in the console screen. Okay. Let me show you that program now. Yeah. Right. So the same program. Okay. Fine. I have some other program here. Same thing. Like I'm printing over here. Actually, let me come put these things in the command line. Okay. So now when I execute the same program, just whichever I executed, I explained. So when I take n value as 10, okay, yeah, Vishal, I will explain. When we take n value as 10, it will print up to 10. And when I take up to 100, it will print up to 100. And when I take it is up to 50, yeah, it will print up to 50. It is based on your n value. Okay, what value will take? Actually, the same like a case, like if I modulus 2 is equal to 0, then what happens? It will print the only odd numbers, right? So I have taken that command line now, and when I print this up to 100, like you can observe. Okay, what happened? When I print up to 10, it's printing only even number, correct? Right now, so this is what output when if you apply this if condition. And yeah, we shall like return statement, return 0 when we use. When you don't want to return anything, okay, just like returning means what? First, try to understand what we are returning. Returning means nothing but some value you are sending to some other function. Okay, some other value. Maybe tomorrow I will be explaining this concept. Okay, maybe you want to return some value to some other function. Okay, in one function you will be like you have applied a logic of addition. So after adding, after applying those logic, you want to return the value to some other function. Then you will be using that return statement. Okay, so let me explain those concepts if possible tomorrow. And now, yeah, we'll come back to this. That is, this is what regarding the while loop. And one more I have, that is do while. There is no more changes or like much difference in these two things, that is while and do while. Actually, while you understood, right? I hope this while loop is clear to you all. Yes or no? I just want to know, is it clear? While loop? Okay, yes, thank you. Yes, Arundhati, Shreya. Okay, Pranavi, thank you. Okay. So I hope it is everyone, it's clear. Okay. Those who understood for loop and while loop, yeah, right, Vishal. First execute, then check the condition, correct. So we call it as exit control loop. Okay, that one actually it is entry control loop. Which one? While loop. This one we consider it as exit control loop. Why we consider it as exit control loop? See here, if I go through this, yeah, if I go through this while loop, I'm in a while loop now. Here you can observe the condition is checked here, right? Condition is checked here. But in the do while loop, the condition at the end we are checking. Okay? At the end, we are checking for the condition. Same program I have taken. Enter the value for n. Okay, before that, we'll go through the syntax. Do. At least one time you will execute the statement. Why? Because you are checking the condition at the end of the program or end of this loop. Okay, so for that reason, so do what you will do, you will execute first. All the statement will be executed. After executing, you will be checking for the condition whether it is true or false. Now let us take this same example. I is equal to 1. See students, you can ask why same example I am explaining, because only when I explain same example, it's very easy to understand, right? So if I take a different program, then you will be confused. So that I have taken up here, like, yeah, post checking, correct. So I have taken up here same example. Yes, Abdul, it is post checking. That is pre-tested or entry control loop, we can call it as. Right? No? Yeah. So void mean I is equal to 1, n, enter the value for n, scan as percentage d ampersand n. I hope you all are familiar with this concept. We are taking n value here. After that, do what you are going to do, printf percentage d slash t comma I. So you will be do printf percentage d slash t comma I. You will be printing the I value. Can you tell me what is the I value here? When I print this I value, what will be the I value? What will be the I value? It will be 1, right? Very good. So 1 is already printed. So by taking this after printing, you will be incrementing the value of I. That means initial value of I was 1. Now when you increment, I value becomes 2 over here. Okay, I is equal to 2 now. Okay, when the I value is 2, with this value, you will be checking this loop. With this value, you will be checking this loop. Now, while I less than or equal to n, what is I value? That is 2 lesser than or equal to 10. Like this, you will be checking. Since this condition is true, okay, since this condition is true, when this condition is true, again you will be going for this 2. What you will do? Printf percentage d slash t I. Now, what is I value? What is I value? I value will be 2 now, correct? So I value will be 2 here. Okay, after printing this 1, now 2, again I plus plus, that means now the I value will be 3. Okay, I value will be 3. You will be checking like, now again you will be checking whether 3 lesser than or equal to 10. This condition is true. So again you will go to do printf. Again you will print I. Now the I value is 3, you will be printing. In the same way, you will be executing 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. When the I value becomes 10, so here you will be printing 10. Okay. So when the I value is 10, 10 less than equal to 10, so the condition is true. So you go to the do loop, do, you'll be printing I value as 10, up to 10 it will print it. I plus plus. I plus plus means what? Now I value will be incremented to, I value will be incremented to 11. Okay, yeah, very good. So when the I value is 11, when the I value is 11, what happens? You're checking for the condition now. 11 less than or equal to 10, whether the condition is true, whether 11 is lesser than 10, no, right? Even it is not equal. So when the condition becomes false here, it goes to the get ch. It goes to get ch. Fine. Okay. So this is how we are executing. If you want me to show this program, yeah, 1 second. Okay, so the same program I have taken up here. So compile the program, and when you run the program, same thing, 10. So print 10. I think no need of executing more, many times. 100, 100. Got it? Is it clear? Yes. Okay. So fine. 1 second. Now next. Okay. So this is what a very important topic I can say, that is looping control structure. Okay, looping concept. Okay. Yeah. Up to this, like maybe if condition, if statement, and in the looping statement, is it clear to you all these concepts? See, program is nothing but like by using all the statement, you will be executing. Okay. Clear? Okay. So as I said, like those who want to register again to get the certificate, thank you for the reply. Again, if you want to take the certificate, like those not to those, like those who have already paid, those who already paid, please don't register again. Okay. Yeah, Vishal, ma'am, can you explain A plus plus and plus plus I? Okay, post increment and pre increment. Okay, I think it's better to explain. Can I take 5 minutes, 5 more minutes, students, to explain this I plus
Yes,
plus
ma'am, you
and
can.
yeah. Okay, thank you. Yeah. Now let me write one program. So hash include. Okay. Now these are the header files. On request, I'm explaining. Okay. Yeah. So now try to understand int I. Okay, int I is equal to 1. I value is what? You have to reply now. I is equal to 1. Okay, so let me use the clear screen function. Now when I print the statement, printf I is equal to percentage D, okay, comma I. This is the way of printing value, right? So when I execute the statement, you can observe I value 1, it is printing, correct? Now same thing I will repeat. Okay, we'll do one thing. We'll copy this. Now again, when I'll just paste that content. Now you can observe, I'll just make it as I plus plus. Okay, I will make it as I plus plus. So what value you are expecting? I'm asking you people now, what value you are expecting you to print here?
2.
2. Okay. See, here itself you will do the mistake. Here itself you are doing the mistake. It is not 2, it is 1 itself. Why? Because here we are using post increment, right? No, so let me give you the output first. Okay, let me use /n, otherwise it will not come in the next line. So when I execute the statement, it is not 2, but it is 1 itself. Why it is 1? Because it is just, try to understand, I is given here, right? And plus plus operator after that. That means it is post increment. Okay, post increment. Just in this statement, first you will print the I value, later you are incrementing. Got it? Here you will be printing first, after that you are incrementing. After incrementing, yes, of course it will be incrementing. Now once again, if I try to print I value, just I'm printing I value here. When I compile and when I run the program, now if I ask you, now it will be I is equal to 2. Is it clear? Is it clear? Yes. Vishal, it's clear, right? Yes. Now, okay, I will write one more statement. I'll write one more statement. You have to give the answer now. Okay. Now, what if I use plus plus I? Here it is printing 2 now. What will be the output here? It is not 2, it is 3. Why it is 3? Why it is 3? Why it is 3? Because plus plus I means first you will be incrementing, after that you are printing the variable. Okay, now when I execute the statement, can you observe? I is equal to 1, I is equal to 1, I is equal to 2, and I is equal to 3. Clear? Okay. Now again, if I print, so like that it will work. Okay, in the program, you cannot say that, ma'am, when I use in I++, it will be incrementing exactly. But in the program, it is not like that. Okay, this is a way of execution. I hope it is clear to everyone. Yes or no? Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, students. So that I hope today's session is clear to you all, and tomorrow it will be last session. Okay. Tomorrow it will be last session, and yeah, those who want certificate, as I said, please you have to pay only 100 rupees. That's it, and you can take certificate from our end. Okay, and please don't give a break to your programming concept. Keep learning. Okay, so whatever we taught in the class, by using those syntax, you can apply your own logic to that. If you want to learn many programs and all, then you have to join our regular classes. Okay, we will be sending I will send you. You all are there in the group, right? I mean Telegram group.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Yes. In that group, we will send you the link. Like those who want to register for certificate, we will send you the link, and through that you can register and you can pay and you can take certificate. Fine. So that I will wind up today's session. All of you. Thank you so much for your valuable time. Thank you all. Have a nice day. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you all. By mail. Yes. Thank you. Thank you all. Yes, Riddhi. Sure. So you can leave the session. Thank you.